Right, let's take a look at today's puzzle. It's called Mixed Doubles. Let's take a look. If you want to be able to read this blurb yourself, type exclamation mark blurb. I should update the title so that you can do that. To remind me of that. There you go. Because that's going to scroll off the screen for the main part of the thing. So you can type exclamation mark blurb. And for future me, here's the thing that I must try and remember to do for YouTube. I try and have a clean in so that I have an edit point that I can start a future YouTube video when I put this on YouTube in about a year's time. So here it comes. Let's take a look at... Faultless. I have to do that again now. Let's take a look at Mixed Doubles by Dave Shukan. Here we go. It's time to play some mixed doubles. The doubles you'll be facing here are... 1. Double clues. Each row and column contains 2 clued entries which span the length of the grid, but you must decide which of the 2 answers to place first. Fair enough. 2. Double letters. No double letters will appear in the grid. Replace each double letter appearing in an entry with a single 2 before entering it into the grid. Each 2 entered in the grid will thus stand for a double letter in both of the intersecting entries, although not necessarily the same double letter in both. That's fine. And then finally, 3. Double spaces. Some special grid letters are double tall or double wide and thus will fill a 1x2 or 2x1 box, ignoring one grid segment. So this could be 1 letter or that could be 1 letter. Each such special letter will be part of 2 entries in the short direction, but only 1 entry in the long direction. Yeah, that's fine. When you are finished, the special letters in part 3 will spell out top to bottom and left to right what you have been doing while solving this puzzle, which hopefully will further prepare you for future endeavours. And boy, do I need the preparation. Thank you, Stephen. It's not the first time I've done that. So it's a blank grid, 2 entries. We don't know which way round they're going to go in each line. If there's a double letter, we just replace it with a single 2 before entering it into the grid. So if cheese was a word, we would actually put in, even though cheese is 6 letters, we'd only put it in 5 spaces, CH2SE. And that 2 will go down as, if that's an across, as potentially a different double letter, and then we have some letters which are stretched instead. Absolutely fine. So we've got mixed doubles all over the place, and I wonder if any of the double spaces are going to be a 2. Can that happen, or would there be an ambiguity? I don't know. We will find out. Allow me to first go with all the clues when I get stuck over to you. But first of all, here we go. Bear young at a Caribbean locale. Bear young at a Caribbean locale. Yes, that is fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's straightforward. And I guess you'll have to call this 1A. Now, we're not going to have a 7 down, but we are going to have an L down again. We had one a couple of weeks ago. Excellent. The cans are ready. Go for 1A across. Bear young? Well, a young bear is a pup. No, it's not. It's a cub. Dan, think of what you just solved. And then A is A. And I was wondering about the word at, because that's a bit of cryptic grammar, but if it's at, you could put it next to. So that's actually okay as a linking word. I'd prefer it if it wasn't there, but it's fine. So it's cub and A, and you get to Cuba. We don't know whether that goes there or there, but it will go in one of those 2 locations. So that means we still have 8 squares left to fill. Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it is. Celebrity chef hit hard by remark. Celebrity chef hit hard by remark. So hit hard. So they're going to be like slap, slam, something like that. And a remark will be like a note or a comment. The only celebrity chef I can currently think of is Gordon Ramsay. This was out in 2015, so Ramsay would be potentially there, but it doesn't fit. Evening, Michael. A whelper, a pupa. You see, pup A. That's where my mind had gone in the meantime, he says, trying to dig his way out of that. So, Ramsay slap. is a remark. No. Hit hard by remark. Oh, is this an anagram of by remark? Is there... Oh, am I going to know this celebrity chef? Is this going to be an Americanism? For those of you who solved it, I waterfall. Will I know the celebrity chef in question? Because that may be... key to me solving this. Remark and by. You think... Oh, okay. Oh, but where? Okay, I do know this celebrity chef. But I'm confused. Double letters. No double letters will appear in the grid. Replace each double letter appearing in an entry with a single 2 before entering it into the grid. But I'm missing a letter. Oh, no, I'm not. No, it's not who I thought it was. Mark... Is there... So I thought it was Mary Berry, but of course there's no K in that. Is there a Kramer bee? Kramerby. Is there a marker bee? Is there a mark... It doesn't say 2 words, and the next one says 2 words. This is a 1-word answer. Is there a marker bee? First letter, please. Kramerby. Camberry. No, there can't be a double letter in it. R. Rakeburn. Next letter, please. I don't know. I mean, Ray? Ray Bremp. Next letter, Mr. Brarkey. There you Evening Arch. You'll be sheepish. Okay, so Ramberkey. I mean, is Ramsey. Next letter. Oh, you might love it more later then. Oh, a remark is to say... Oh, hang on, so it's just Ramsey. To ram is to hit hard, and a remark is to say. Oh, what a twerp I am. Good evening. Oh, right, okay, so... so, they do not span the length of... Oh, whoops. They do not span the length of the grid. Together with the other letters, they do. Never. Arch. Sorry, waterfall. No. Yeah, waterfall. Yeah, never. Get comfortable. So we can't put that in at all yet, basically, is what we're saying, because there's other letters that have got to fit in and around. Brilliant. Get comfortable. Actually, I can keep that up there, because I haven't put any... for the first pass, can't I? Until I get to the downs, that can stay up there. Because I don't do a new... Because such as next week I'm away, I will still put up a crossword video on YouTube each week. So I'm slowly getting closer to present on YouTube compared to that. So it used to be a very big distance. Now it's about a year out, I think. Get comfortable with commotions surrounding Associated Press and Times. Get comfortable with commotions surrounding Associated Press, AP and Times. Now that could be T or it could be X. Get comfortable with commotion. Do. Get comfortable with commotion. Fuss. What's the AP gonna do? And Times. I'm on that Times. Oh, it could be by. First letter, please, Manic. So commotion could be an ado. adapt to. So you've got a do around AP and times. Well, that's time can be T, so times can be TT. Pluralise it. So that's adapt to. And of course, that will get put in the grid as ADAP, the number 20. Good evening, Caroline. Good evening. Thank you for the Bezos box. Thank you very, very much. Taskmaster is on a different time today, Caroline. You'll be able to see me for even longer. I'm so sorry. Term of endearment or empty bit of emotion for award recipient. Term of endearment or empty bit of emotion for award recipient. Meredith! Good evening to you. Thank you for the subscription there. 56 months. Flipping heck. I think so, Caroline. Please check. I might have entirely made it up. Obviously, that's gone over my head as well because I didn't understand that. Right. Term of endearment. Dear, darling, empty bit of emotion. Empty could be E. Bit of emotion could be another E. Yes. I want it to be honoree. Yeah, hun is your term of endearment. Or is or. Empty is E. Bit of emotion is another E. And that is your award recipient. So we have here adapt to an honoree. And do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to go crazy and put that in. And that as well. I could definitely... That might be entirely wrong. That's fine. I'll just swap them over if I need to. But I can at least put that dividing line in. Evening awesome. Look after yourself. And congratulations for submitting the final bit of work for the year. Well done. For example, after ailing, it is prohibited. For example, after ailing, it is prohibited. Okay, for example, could be e.g. or say, something like that. So I'm going to put that after ailing or ill. Yeah, illegal. No, that's just an unwell bird. Illegal. Okay. I don't know where the al comes from yet, but for example is e.g. after ailing, which is ill. It is. Where does the al come from? Can egal, egal, can that be for example as well? I hope so, awesome. I hope so. Not al. Well, I've got eleg then. After ailing, illing. Yeah, sleep well. Meredith likes it. There you go. I might actually look that up in Chambers. Let's have a look. What has Chambers said? Egal, equal in Shakespeare. Yes, thank you. Equality, equality, egalitarian. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It doesn't mean that, but I'm not sure, but I think it must be illegal, but I don't quite know what is going on. Old age somehow barred in England. Old age somehow barred in England. Anagram of barred in ENG for an abbreviation of England. No. So I sort of want, you know, nonagenarianism. No idea how that would fit in the grid. Barred in England. Is it a hidden? Old age somehow. Hang on. Okay. Yes, there we go. I had the anagram flipped the wrong way around. Go for 3B. somehow is an anagram indicator, but it's not referring to bard, it's referring to old age. You're anagramming old age, and it's bard in England. It's jailed, but spelt the very silly way. So I think that means I can definitely put a bar here. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That talking out of your behind. Evening, Zamo. And evening, Resender. Good evening. Let's give you a shout out, Resender. What have you been up to today? You've been up to Locomotive. That is a game I think I want to play. That's is it any good? Please let me know, Resender. Hope you are well and hope you're all right. Zamo as well, and anyone and everyone. Hope you're okay. Hero garb made unusual expression in Ireland. Anagram of hero garb, and we're going to get an expression in Ireland. No comment, Stephen, after talking about that before the crossword started. Hero garb, anagram of that for an expression in Ireland. It's only one word. Or is it an anagram of garb? Or is it garb made? An anagram of that? Hang on. Don't know what's going on with that clue. No one says this. Okay, well, I don't say it, and I'm moving on to 4B. Microscopic sources of life in exterior of sun reflected stellar phenomena. Microscopic sources of life in exterior of sun reflected stellar phenomena. Well, you shall have to let me know at some point, Resender, because it's on. I think it's in my Steam library. I think I bought it at some point, and it's on the list of games to either stream or at least play. So is it going to be like plankton, that sort of thing? Exterior of sun, S and N, reflected, so N and S. So stellar phenomena, flares, coronal mass ejections, eclipses. Microscopic with life. So I'm thinking. I don't know why I was thinking of the ocean. It doesn't say the ocean in there. It could be like amoeba. Nebulas. What about nebulas? No, they're not stellar phenomena. Those are clouds of gas. Exterior of sun reflected. That's N and S. Now, the microscopic sources of life could also go backwards. I think I'll come back to this one. These clues are tricky, Dave. Make them easier. Chaperone, first of encounters after love poem. Chaperone, first of encounters after love poem. Okay, first of encounters is E. We're going to put that after a love poem. Now, I thought those were odes, but ode with an extra E at the end doesn't really work. A chaperone, an escort, a guard. It's got to end in E. Pink burning it's that chaperone. Not chaperone. That is an excellent joke, effrontery. That is excellent. You may have a biscuit. You have my permission. No calories will be ingested with said biscuit. Yeah, no, Resender. That is technology in progress. What am I going to do with this? Love poem. Idyll. No, that's more of a countryside poem. I don't know. Let's have a look at the next one. Uttered mild curses for actors Bruce and Laura. Is there a Bruce Dern? There's definitely a Laura Dern. Bruce Lee and Laura Dern. Lee Dern. There is a Bruce Dern. So Derns. Darns. Is Darn meant to sound like Dern? Is that what it's doing? Bruce Dern is Laura's father. Okay. because darn is a mild curse, and we are saying it out loud. So I think it's going to be dern. Ooh, that'll do. In an American accent, it's probably fine. I don't mind that. Campground resident running through forgotten terrain. Campground resident running through forgotten terrain. Happy with this? I'll give this a few seconds. I'm happy with US English, Manic. I am happy with it. This is one of my favourites, and that's interesting. Counter's not working. Come on, why are you not working? I set you up earlier. I set you up. Right. Thank you. There we go. Go for 6. It's the opposite of 7 up. Excellent. It's hidden in forgotten terrain. It's a tent. It's a tent. There we go. Tenter could be. Possible request from a dentist. Is it going to be gargle or spit? We'll find out. With germs contents, receiving identification. Oh. Possible it could be rinse, I guess. Possible request from a dentist. That feels like the definition. With germs contents, ER, receiving identification. Well, I want that to be ID. But that doesn't work. Spit, no. Rinse, gargle. Say R. Stop screaming. I did go to the dentist a few times in the past month, and twice on 2 different occasions I was having a filling, and on both occasions I love my dentist so much for this. He says, just going to have to get this drill. I need to get the other drill. I need to get Mr. Bumpy out. I love my dentist. I've got to get Mr. Bumpy. Yeah, hold still. This won't hurt at all. Yeah. Germs contents. Okay. Virus. But it's just going to be ER. Receiving identification. ID. Passport. Visa. Why can't I get this? Has anyone got 6B? No one's got 6B. We'll have to come back to it. But that's so strange. Because there's only like 6 words that it could be. Gargle, spit, rinse, polish, floss, brush. Febrile disease. What question is this? Well, if this is 7 up, this is 7 across, part the first. Febrile disease types depleted of energy around outskirts of Honolulu. The outskirts of Honolulu are H and U. Typhus. Okay, good. I could do that one. Types, depleted of energy. Take the E out of types, and it's going to go around HU, the outskirts of Honolulu. So that's typhus, which must be a febrile disease. I have no idea what febrile means. And now it's time for this clue. What clue is this? Well, if this is a kind of 7 up, then this is 7 across. Sound of laughter, uncommon for African capital. Causes a fever. Ah, okay. Sound of laughter. Does it get old, effrontery, in quick succession? Good. Good, it never gets old. Okay, I've got this. The definition is an African capital. Waterfall's got it. Edam's got it. Go for it. Hey, MP. Febrile is when you only ever get sick in February. Good evening. It's ha for the sound of laughter. And uncommon is rare. Harare is that. So we've got typhus and Harare. I think those can just immediately go in. There's no shenanigans. There's 12 squares. The only thing that can happen both of those is that. We're not told that this crossword has symmetry. Again, actually, and I'm going to do it with this as well. I'm going to put them in lowercase to remind me that actually it's a provisional thing. So typhus and Harare. I don't think it can be. Well, we know it's not symmetric because we've got a 4-letter answer in row 6. And that should be symmetric and match row 7. And it isn't. So, you mean Saturday? Well, I haven't got there. So I'm now changing my notes and writing down Saturday. Thank you, Ari. I mean Saturday. I'm just imagining you bursting in and now you're about to leave again. Bye-bye. German dwelling has outside unit. German dwelling has outside unit. I don't know what the German for house is. Oh, it's H-A-U-S, isn't it? House, like Bauhaus, that sort of thing. Is it a hidden? German dwelling has outside unit. First letter, please. I'm not spotting this. Lots of you getting this. Is it a hidden? Mandwell, andwell, ndwell. H. Next letter, please. What? Oh, it's house. Oh, it's twice. Oh, God. Okay, right. No, Stephen, I did not. So, has is outside U for unit, for house. I did the thing. Let's just move on and pretend that nothing happened. Warrior from The Lord of the Rings in river amid thunderous sound. One recalls at the beginning. Warrior from The Lord of the Rings in river amid thunderous sound. One recalls it at the beginning. Okay, right. I haven't seen or read The Lord of the Rings in a very long time. Thank you, Arch, for the alphabetical order comment there. That's so useless. Right, okay. So, right, who have we got? We've got Aragorn. We've got Boromir. In river. Aragorn. I'm going to write these down. Aragorn. Because there's a roar in that, but backwards. Oh, hang on. At the beginning, is it first letters or something? I rat saw. No. One recalls at the beginning is OR. Boromir. River amid thunderous... There we go. The river is R. Amid the thunderous sound, boom. One is I, and recalls at the beginning is R. That goes to Boromir. R in boom. One for I and R for recalls. It's no Tom Bombadil, is it? One who sings should primarily tell a story. One who sings should primarily also... Read all the words. Tell a story. I want it to be narrate because that's got rat in it. But, or a narrator. But that wouldn't fit. It is too long. It can only be, even with squidging up the double R, it'd still be too long. One who sings, rat, should primarily, S, also, and tell a story, narrate. First letter, please. This, I think, I'm going to be putting the team effort in team effort solving today. No, I don't want to know how long it is. If it's singer, that will be a rubbish definition. Should primarily S. Also, and, as well, tell a story. Lie. Next letter, please. Oh, hang on. I thought Boromir was in 8. It isn't, is it? Sorry. Sorry, Boromir is in 8. I thought it was in 9. Should also 2 So it's stoolie. That's one who sings. A stoolie, he says, checking on Chambers, is a stool pigeon, a decoy, but also a police informer. So that's someone who sings. Should primarily is S. Also is to. Tell a story is lie. So stoolie. And that'll go in 6 letters. Partially tune up, nearly normal breathing. Partially tune up, nearly normal breathing. Unepune is as a hidden in tune up, nearly. Partially normal breathing. So rhythmia? No, arrhythmia. That's a heart thing anyway. That is an excellent GIF or emote. From Meredith. Nearly normal breathing. No, going to come back to that one. After Earth co-writer Gary starts to wish he instead tackled the Avengers. Is it Gary Witter? Because those are the first letters of wish he instead tackled the Avengers. And I can see that as being an answer here. Time to Google that. Gary Witter. There is a Gary Witter! Yes! And co-wrote the film After Earth with M. Night Shyamalan. Always takes me 2 goes at saying that surname. M. Night Not going to try again. Anyway, there you go. Gary Witter. Empty seat plus unlimited bees results in spectator without a place to sit. Empty seat, ST. Plus is and. Empty bees, it's just EE. Sorry, no, unlimited bees. To take off the first and last letters, you get standee. A spectator without a place to sit is a standee. Now, there's an extra letter in here, isn't there? Witter would become 5, standee would become 6 letters. That's a total of 11 letters. I can almost put it in, but not quite. Intercept photograph. Fine, in retrospect, very loudly. So, photograph would be pick. Fine would be F. In retrospect, skip. Intercept. Very loudly. First letter, please. Intercept. Photograph. Pick a snap. So it could be pans. F pans. So pans. Next letter, please. Okay. Okay, so if that's pick for photograph, then fine, we're going to get a word for fine and reverse that. Very loudly will be FF. So it's probably going to end FF. Pick off. Fine is okay. Backwards. There we go. So, photograph is pick, fine. If it's okay, it's fine. Reverse it, KO. FF for very loudly. Pick off. Good. That, hopefully, was the aha moment for you there. King, wearing perfect down, imitated a goose. Is it honked? Yes. It's honed. Or, no, actually... perfect could be honed, but it is just hone in this instance. So K in hone, D for down, imitated a goose, honk. Oh yeah. And have we can put that straight in, I think. Obviously we don't know which way round, but I think that's 6 and 6. Pick off, that'll become a 6. Honked, that is a minimum of 6. So we can put that in. Honked. So P-I-C-K-O, and then the number 2, because that's our mixed double, and then honked. There we go. Greed is oddly what some high school dropouts eventually gain. Greed is oddly what some high school dropouts eventually gain. Degrees, that'll be an anagram of greed is. See, I can solve the easier clues. Refuses any SOS broadcast. Refuses any SOS broadcast. Oh, says no. That's another anagram. Anagram of any SOS says no. And I think, have we got yet again, that degrees, that'll be 6 letters. Says no, that is 6 letters. So we can immediately put in again the next one of these. And for giggles, I'm going to do that. Because it probably will be... Oh, I don't like that. Is it degrees? Is it not degrees? No, it's not. Oh, well, that's... Reverse the ferret. Reverse, reverse, reverse. It's not an anagram of that. Greed is oddly what some high school dropouts eventually gain. First letter for 12. This is an American. Edge. Sir Edge. GED GED rise. Next GEDs. Okay, is that a... That feels like an exam. Like a later exam. GED. Hold off a little bit on the hints, Meredith, but I was well off the beaten track there. A GED is a high school degree equivalent. There we go. Cool. Those are the crosses. Can't do that then, so I won't do that. It is time to do the downs. A down. That's not X, of course. That is just the first letter of the next clue is X. These are both A. Some initially unfulfilled physicians following the people in casts. Some initially unfulfilled physicians. Those are very long words. Follow the people in casts. The second letter will be A or H, assuming that it starts at the start. And I think I'm an idiot. I said earlier, oh, well, that doesn't span, does it? But of course you can have less because you can stretch out some letters. Okay, anyway. People in cast, well, that's actors. So is it going to be a troupe? Is it going to be a groupie? Something like that. I don't know that first one, so I'm going to have to go to X feet of woven tuxedo pants fabric. X feet of woven tuxedo pants fabric. Oh, hang on. Is it an anagram of X feet of? Because then it's woven and we're going to get a tuxedo pants fabric. So is it like fox feet? Is that a thing? Fox feet. No. No, because we wouldn't have the word feet in there. That's a shame. But I feel like it's going to be an anagram of fox feet. Oh, absolutely. That's a very good point. So it could start here. That's a very good point. Well, A has gone spectacularly well. It's going to B. Excite passion in mum swimming in sheltered inlet. Sorry, mom. Excite passion in mom swimming in sheltered inlet. Okay, sheltered inlet feels like the definition. Anagram of mum. And we're going to have like to arouse or something like that, you know, to excite, to do something like that in mom swimming. We're going to get a sheltered inlet. That doesn't feel right. So what if it was an anagram of mom or in mom in the sheltered inlet, which could be like a bay. So no. Okay. Starchy tuber, similar to a yam, is yellow gold, Spanish aunt. What is the Spanish for aunt? That's tia, isn't it? Is it all tia? Something like that? Because starchy tuber, similar to a yam, that feels like a definition. So yellow gold. Spanish aunt. I mean, something like that. Oh dear, where am I looking? I'm looking in this column. Hey, Catnip. Okay, well, B has gone spiffingly. C, almost all tropical fruit contains cold-fighting vitamin for Vatican office. So it's a papaya, but almost, so we take off the last letter. It's going to contain a cold-fighting vitamin, C, and we put that in there and we get the Vatican office. The papacy, I mean, that. It could go there. Equally, it could go there. But that's looking interesting, isn't it? I think that's where it's going to go. Crocheting. Obviously crocheting. Always crocheting. Rugged and young at heart, biblical woman appearing in numbers. Rugged and young at heart, biblical woman appearing in numbers. Now, it could be numbers as in anesthetics. Numbers could be N, so it could be N, and we could put a biblical woman like Ruth is the current person who I'm thinking. Rugged and young at heart. Mary. There aren't that many women in the Bible. So I'm currently thinking Ruth. But put that in, like, all you can get is like truths or struth, which is spelled differently anyway. But anyway, papacy is looking suspiciously good here. But we don't have proof of that yet. But I might put that in lowercase. Large pieces of plastic shrunk, losing third. Okay, so shrunk, got smaller, minimised, and smallened. Removed the third letter. No, I have no proof of anything, so it's why it's lowercase. Large piece of plastic shrunk, losing third. I don't even know that it goes there, for example. Could go like here. Don't think it can, but... Large pieces of plastic shards. I mean, shrunk is shrank as well. But losing third. Chunks. Large pieces of plastic. First letter, please. I'm not doing well with this setter's clues. Just not right on the right wavelength. H. Shrunk. Losing third. So it could mean losing the third letter, or it could mean, if it's a 6-letter word, take off the last 2 letters. So it could be that. Anyway, first letter H. If you shrunk something down, you shriveled it. Beginning with H. No idea. Next letter, please. I mean, hunks? But that's just the word shrunk without the S and the R. Next letter, please. Husks. Hulks. Hunks. Ooh, I could do with a hunk. Red phrase. There's a hun. Is the next letter K? because we are taking a third out of shrunk. As it so happens it is. But, catnip! That is amazing. I had entirely forgotten that it was that I had my Ko-fi triggered on here. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Catnip. That's amazing. And I'll have some donuts in your honour at some point. Enjoy the donuts. Hunk. That is amazing, Catnip. Thank you so much. What is the? Is there a fifth letter? If so, what is it? If there isn't a fifth letter, oh no. Large pieces of plastic. Hunks. Why? I am not getting this. Hang on. Okay, I know how. No, so it's plastic shrunk. Large piece is a hunk. Your definition is large pieces, which are hunks. Plastic shrunk. Plastic is an anagram indicator, and it's shrunk, losing its third to take the R out. I know how it works. I'm an idiot. Good. Did you know? We're going to stretch either the U or the N, and we're going to put hunks here. I'm almost tempted to call that we know, so that must be a U, that must be an N, but this is either U or N. Stretching the hunks. There's a raid phrase. Today we are stretching hunks. We are stretching the hunks. Yes, it is, Caroline. I was going to say something very mean about a friend of ours, but that you could just pretend that I said it, and you know who I'm talking about, and you know, there you go. Spade players, swamp paintings, and such. I don't think it can. Oh, yes, it can. The H can. That is guaranteed to be an N, but the H can also stretch. Good point. Spade players. So spade is S. Player. Swamp. Paintings and such is art. So if it goes here... Of course the K could stretch. Of course the K could stretch. But that S is definitely there. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Applied to United Nations about alternative dose. Applied to United Nations about alternative dose. I'm all over the place today. Okay. Because that isn't necessarily a 2. That can be an R. If it goes here. Could go down here. United Nations, UN, about alternative dose. Okay, anagram of dose. Yes, go for E1. Happy for that. Anagram of dose in UN. And applied to, as in like a plaster or maybe a medicine or some form of treatment. Used on. And look at that. No R in it. I think that forces it. I think that forces it. Start screaming now if it doesn't force it before I do too much. Papacy is not forced. Hunks. I'm pretty sure hunks is forced. But that I can put in and then pick off. So that forces that S, but papacy is not quite forced yet. Kaiser, after clearing head, prepared to get out of bed. Kaiser, after clearing head, prepared to get out of bed. And called... could be a double letter. So, prepare to get out of bed. Woke up. Rose. Kaiser. So is that going to be Caesar? First letter, please. You're all getting this. So, getting this would be really, really useful for actually putting things in the crossword. A. What do you do before you get out of bed? You yawn. Second letter, please. You know how sometimes you bite the inside of your cheek? I did that at lunchtime today, and it still hurts. I can still feel it. After clearing heads, I'm taking the first letter off of something. Prepared to get out of bed. Oh. Arise. Okay. 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 So Kaiser, after clearing heads. So it's literally the word Kaiser. It's not a synonym for it. Take off the K, and we're going to prepare it. Anagram of A-I-S-E-R. That's raise to get out of bed. And that means we can now put... let's see. H-O... Not again. H-O-N-O... Honoree, and then adapt to, wasn't it? Adapt. I can't remember what it was. Adapt to. That forces that. So we have arise. So that is there, but we can't force the others in yet. Pops is right to be sore after relocation. Are we going to get... Have we had anything more than 7 letters yet? Yeah, not that's actually been put in the grid. So I think we might get just 4 entirely separate areas here. That's what I think we're going towards. Pope is right to be sore after relocation. Not Pope, Pops. To be sore after relocation. There is not Arch. You're quite right. Quite right. I think we'll have a double letter in it somewhere, because if it goes up here, there's a double letter there. If it comes down here, there's a double letter there. So we've probably got a double letter somewhere in it. To be sore after relocation. So anagram of that, and it's going to be Pops. So to be sore. It's an anagram of reboots with an extra E. Has anyone got this? Waterfall has it. First letter, please. Pops is right. Could be R. Pops is father, though. So that's... what was in those donuts? Lots of O's. So the letter O. Okay. Orb. Or Orbos T. Second letter, please. Oh, that wasn't a hint. Oh, right, fine. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. I didn't see the R at all. R-O. Robot. Robotees. Rose to be. Root bees. Next letter, please. What is Pops then? Roost bee. Next letter, please. And it's going to go here. So it isn't. As I confidently proclaimed, it isn't that. Root bees? Hang on. Root beers. Right is R, and we're including that in the anagram. Root beers. Okay. And it is going to go Here are OOTBEERS. And that can go there. There we go. Swell benefit involves everyone. Swell benefit involves everyone. I want everyone to be all. And so that could go... So balloons. If you swell, you balloons. So boon is a benefit and involves everyone. So that's a balloon. So that's going to go BALLLOON. My lord. That is... It just looks like the word bassoon there as well, doesn't it? Can now. You can now because of the length of balloon. You couldn't. You're absolutely right, but you can now. Flew off the handle and flipped over letter opener broken by Graham. Flew off the handle and flipped over letter opener broken by Graham. Okay. I can. Honked is fine. Yes, that was pick off as an F going across, but in balloon, an O going down. Right. The stretched letters will be the thing that we put in last, just because of the mechanism going on here. Flew off the handle. Okay. And flipped over. Letter opener, L, broken by Graham. Only one word. Because otherwise it'd be like went ape or something like that. Hey, David. Well, that will be an extended letter right there. So that SN. So we'll only count it once when we're going across there. I'm confident enough to even highlight it now to indicate that it's a single letter. I'm not spotting this, but I'm not going to ask for a hint on this one. Show how to reorganize elite group. Show how to reorganize elite group. 2 words. There's a lot of H's in this G column, isn't there? First letter, please, for this one. Because I'm currently wondering, show how is the definition, anagram of elite group. W, well, it's not that. Could be anagram of show how to. Okay. And then we get an elite group. Who's who? Yes. So show how is being anagrammed, but isn't reorganised, and we get an elite group. Who's who? And I think that's going to have to go here. We don't know that W could be extended up there, but we know that who's who goes there at least. Okay. How was how? Where's where? What's what? Leader of hunt interrupting acquired immature upset tusked beast. Leader of hunt interrupting acquired immature upset tusked beast. Leader of hunt is H. I want it to be a mammoth. But then the leader of hunt isn't interrupting anything. What? It's an elephant. And that does have an H in it. So leader of hunt, H, acquired... got immature upset. An elephant just won't go in that grid. So it's not that, which is why I was thinking mammoth, because it could go here. Can't go there, M-A-double-M, but of course the double M would shrink into one square. Oh, M-A-double-M-O, and then T-H wouldn't work. Anyway, okay. First letter, please, for this one. Okay. Immature would be new. Maybe. Second letter, please. MP has it. Edam might have it. I do not. Well, it's not narwhal. Immature could be raw. Walrus? But there's no leader of hunt in there. But they do have tusked. They do have tusks. Third letter, please. What animals have tusks? Okay. Okay. I got that before MP's hint of the Lion King Pumbaa. I got that before that. I will just put that on the record. Now, why is that? Raw is immature and it's upset. Oh, got raw. Acquired immature. Got raw. All reversed because it's upset. And the leader of hunt is H, which is going in there. And that you get a warthog. And that just goes in there. Saw spot turn grey. Saw spot turn grey. That's an anagram. That's an anagram. Plays a lot of Halo. Why would... I don't get it. Anyway, you can tell me in a minute. Saw. Spot is an ad. Turn grey is to age. You get an adage or an adage. That's just going to go in there. And we can now plop you in. There we go. There was a vehicle in Halo called a Warthog. Yeah, I would have never known that. Okay, there you go. Springbird consuming second-rate slug's tail is holding up. Probably feels like it goes in here because is holding up feels like it's going to end in ing. We've got snogging going on here. We've had hunks, now it's snogging. Springbird wren consuming second-rate B. Slug's tail, G. So we're going to put B, G in a springbird. Robin is holding up. Robbing. There you go. Robin is your springbird. I associate it more with winter because of it's on Christmas cards. But springbird, that'll do. Second rate. So B goes in Robin for the double letter there. And then Slug's tail is G at the end there. So we're going to get Robin. Like that. This is snogging, isn't it? Oh, dear. No, it's probably another stretch letter because we don't have double letters in the grid. So that's a stretched letter. Robin is the first sign of spring. Is it when he's doing the gardening or something? Or getting the snow off of the driveway. Yours truly travels looking up New Zealand native. Right, I've written down my two New Zealand natives, Kiwi and Maori. Yours truly, me, travels looking up. Looking up New Zealand native. Yours truly, me, travels. I can't make it... Oh, we're going to have another double letter there. You're giving me exclamation marks. You're hinting things, and I don't get it. Oh, hang on. It can be less than 6. Of course it could be less than 6. Now, why would it be one of these? And which one would it be? Well, probably Maori, because Kiwi wouldn't fit. And so these are all spanning. Fine. Okay. So it's got to be Maori. I roam backwards. Flipping heck. Why couldn't I see that? M goes there. Something is getting stretched. But we don't know what. But it will stop there. No, do we? No, we don't know that. We could have an R here and Maori may not get stretched. We don't know yet. Okay. We do, Stephen. Mid-lake ground resembling a barrier to water. Dam-ish. Looks like a dam is damish. Mid-lake ground. So anagram of mid-lake then, and then resembling. So dam-like. Okay, yeah. There you go. Dam-like. That's your anagram of mid-lake. We can just put that straight in like that. Source of pigment left in spotted organ. Source of pigment PL is left, so PL in spotted, and we're going to get an organ. So saw, splore, source of pigment P left in spotted. Oh, I should be able to get this. I do feel like it'll be a 5-letter one though, so it'll fill up the grid properly. First letter please. Let's get the P confirmed. If it is P, or if it's something else entirely. S. Oh. So if it is sought, spotted, or seen, spleen. There we go. S-P-L, S-P-L-E-E-N. There we go. And I can, of course, put a line in there. Good. Splore. I vend my splore. Buff held tightly with the hand, except for the top. Buff held tightly with the hand, except for the top. We've had hunks, now we've got ripped. Whew. Is it me or is it hot in here? It's gripped, held tightly with the hand except for the top. Gripped minus the first letter. It is just ripped. And if you're buff, you're ripped. But P-P-E-D, that can't go there. And it can't go here. So what's going on? I think I see Boromir, by the way, so let's put Boromir in the grid. It's ripped, right? And I think that's going to be snogged with an extended double D. Because we can't have double letters. But it's not a stretched letter. Because that would be riped. Oh, and it would be snogged. Okay. What does it say? Double letters. No double letters will appear in the grid. So I still need to highlight that because that's a thing, isn't it? Okay, well, I don't quite know what's going on there. Calm shade of green in church recess. Calm shade of green in church recess. So that's either the nave or the apse. Shade of green, olive, P. Oh, it's got... Oh, I see. It can have both. Oh, Lord, I hadn't thought about that, even though it's something I wondered about right at the start. Oh God, okie dokie dokie doke. Okay, yes it can by stretching, because we're stretching that. That's being stretched. Oh, mercy me. Okay. Shade of green, lime, olive, pea, bay, vivid. No, not getting that. I'll come back to that later. Rejected note written in short Hebrew letters. Rejected note written in short Hebrew letters. Now, what clue is this? Well, this is L down. So if this is kind of 7 up, this is clue L down. Doot, 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 doot. Hebrew letters is going to be the definition, and I don't know if I know them yet. Good work, effrontery. Last clue. Takes another look at what clue is this? Well, if this is 7 up, this is L down. Takes another look at Rusty Staub, perhaps, with rookie replacing designated hitter on second. Is there... Okay. I think this is rereads. Just looking at the grid, I think rereads goes in here. How dare you, effrontery? I'm putting an effort. I have to lift a very heavy can. Okay. Rusty Staub, perhaps. So, anagram of Staub. I want it to be rereads. With rookie replacing designated hitter on second. It would be too heavy. But I can't. Ha! Whew. But anyway, I think that's rereads. You see a pause. What is it, Faddy? Go for it. Takes another look. Rereads. Takes another look at. Rusty Style, perhaps. With rookie. So is that going to be R? Designated hitter is DH. Okay. So redheads is a so Rusty Staub is a redhead. Rookie replaces the DH. So you get reread. We still need the S. So on second. So it's so that is your S. That is convoluted, and it's going to go in there. Okay, here we go. Should be able to now zoom through a lot more. Okay, Cuba and Ramsey. Okay, whoops. We can put in this bit of Ramsey. We can put in the C of Cuba, but we can't finish it off yet. We can put the line in there. I don't know what the answer to that is, but that's jailed. It's got to go here. Boo, effrontery, boo. Excellent. So unlegit, illegit. Ah, so it is it. Illegit, that is a word, isn't it? Illegit. It's in one of the dictionaries, the shorter Oxford English Dictionary, as an abbreviation for illegitimate. It is not in Chambers or the Oxford Dictionary of English or Collins, but it is in one of them. So that is going to be illegit, like that, with the 2 replacing double L. I like it. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Probably going to actually leave 4 and 5. Let's see if I can... Well, I can put in... Derns could go there, technically, but it's going to go here, and there's going to be a stretch of either the N or the S, I would say. But I don't technically know. Tent has to go here. I'll put the T here. Possible request from a dentist. Okay. With germs contents, contents. So ER, receiving identification, WIDER. Germs contents, could be ER here, but that doesn't really make sense. Spit, swallow, gargle. What is that W going to do? First letter, please. W. Oh, okay. So if it's ID for the identification, wider. My dentist gives me a thing to bite on, because I grind my teeth at night, and just even during the day when I'm just sitting here, I clamp my jaw very tightly shut. So when I go to the dentist, it can be a challenge for them. But they've got little bite things that they sort of put at the side of your mouth, and you sort of chew on that, and it's like a rubbery thing, and it keeps my mouth open. So there we go. Wider. Why do I need to revisit the counter? It's not hidden in there. Because my germs contents with is W, germs contents is ER, and we're putting ID in all of that. That's how that works. That's fine. For 6A, I did that. Typhus Harari house. Okay, we could put that there. That I'm still not convinced by. No, I am convinced by that now. I'm pretty sure that that's okay. So that's being stretched, and then we've got the house there. Boromir. What was the other hidden? Don't think there's been another hidden. Stoolie, Stoolie goes in there. Okay, well, apnea is... Oh, so nearly normal breathing would be apnea. Partially tune up nearly. So it must be eupnea. That must be nearly normal breathing. EU is a prefix from the Greek meaning well. Like euphoria. Eupnea? No. Oh, it's in Collins. Normal, relaxed breathing. Nice. And I'm going to give myself a +1 for that one. Going to give myself a +1 for that one. That's a well-found one. Witter is there, and there's an example of a stretched and a condensed one, a mixed doubles there. I could put that in there. Standy then goes over here. Pick off and honked. So Geds, that's what that is. So that's not snogged. Disappointing lack of snogging. And says no there for that one. Okay. So X feet. So X is Kai. And then feet would be FT. Woven tuxedo pants fabric. Is CHIFT? Is that a thing? No, that's not a thing. The feet of woven. I want it to be chiffon. Why have I got a T here? Probably got a T here because of 6 for tent. Well, it can't be tent because we've got an R there. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so X is Chi. Feet. FT. Of woven. Anagram. So Chi. Shifoti. Don't know that one. What is this going? Some initially unfulfilled physicians following the people in casts. Well, that's thesps. The people in casts are thespians. Unfulfilled physicians is... So that's PS. Where does... What's some initially? Unfulfilled physicians. Okay, that's PS. Following the... And okay, some initially is S, then PS, following the, and people in casts, thesps. Okay, why am I minusing 2? I'm only minusing 1 for the tent, because the tent isn't correct. But where was it? Eupnia, I'm keeping that. So I still want that to be chiffon, but I don't quite know how. It should be on 1. I'm on 1 because I found Eupnia, and that's it. Excite passion in mom swimming in sheltered inlet, and I can see Tia here. Yellow. Yellow is Y, gold is AU, and Tia, that's not a word. Starchy tuber, similar to a yam. Is there a Yautia? Any of several Caribbean aroid plants of the genus Xanthosoma, cultivated for their edible leaves and underground stems, and they could be eaten as vegetables. That's not a word I've ever heard of. That's fine, that's correct. The Y could get stretched, as could the T of thesps, of course, at this point in time. So let's remove that. Papacy is there. The P could get thingy. So we know that this is going to at least here in mom. So that's OMM. In a sheltered inlet. Excite passion. Blank OMM. Blank, blank, blank. Up to 3 blanks. Ooh. And it starts with either a C or a U, because we know we've got Cuba. So a sheltered inlet would be a cove. Comove? Is that a word? To disturb or stir up, to agitate or excite emotionally. There you go. COMMOVE. And that places that. And that places that. It's looking like these are always across, but there's still time. Okay, 3. No wonder. No wonder that's a difficult column. No wonder we didn't get 100 of those. Rugged and young at heart, biblical woman appearing in numbers. The stretched iron column K. Ooh. Boop. For ripped. Okay. So I can put that. No, not there. I can put that there. And column D. Oh, I found my hunks, my lovely hunks. Put that there. Oh, no, we don't know that. Rugged and young at heart. The heart of young could be you, of course. Biblical woman. Oh, Eve. So it's uneven in numbers. So young at heart. It is the middle letter of young. You. The numbers are ends, Eve in both of those, and we get uneven. Okay, so... Oh, it's not a card player. It's Bogart, isn't it? Okay. Because he played Sam Spade. Swamp is a bog. Paintings and such is art. There we go. That goes in there. Used on. We've done that. Arise. We have a letter being stretched in this column, but we don't know which. Root beers. That's done. Balloon. That's done. G. So raged, probably, for flew off the handle. And flipped over a letter opener broken by Graham. Oh dear, I was thinking like a knife to open an envelope, that sort of thing. No, but dear as in, dear sir, I can't believe that you've let this person stream crosswords, that sort of thing. Reverse it, dear backwards, G for Graham. Raged is your, therefore, your down answer. That's now stretched. And who's who is now set. Warthog is there. Adage is there. Robbing. Okay. And do we know? No, there's a stretched letter somewhere in there, but we don't know which one. Damn like. That's fine. Spleen is there. Ripped is there. Okay. Calm shade of green in church recess. Okay. Appease. So you've got apps in P. Oh, I said all the things. But it's P in apps for appease. Rejected note. Written in short Hebrew letters. I want that to be like yods. Something like that. Yods. It's going to be a Greek letter. Note. So that's dough, written in short. So if you're short, you're owing, you're in debt. But rejected note. That's dough. In short. Yet. I bet. Go for this one. I'm happy to be. I'm looking it up in Chambers on this one. R. Is it YODHS? Is that what it is? So yods, and let's put the line in there, and in shy. If you're short, you're owing, you're shy. Okay, good. Rereads there. Good. Cuba, Ramsey, those are now sorted. Adapt to and honoree, those are done. Illegit, jailed. Here we go. Hero garb, made unusual expression in Ireland. Is it Begorrah? Begorrah. That is what it is. Begorrah. There is our stretched letter for Maori. As someone said here, is not said in Ireland. Begorih. Microscopic sources of life. So over are your eggs, so your sources of life. In exterior of sun reflected. Oh, novas. There you go. And that is your stellar phenomenon. Phenomena. Do. Chaperone. So we've got Derns, that's there. We've got a stretched letter here, and I can put that in there. So overseer or something like that. First of encounters after love. Love is O, poem is verse, and first of encounters is E. So to chaperone, the verb is to oversee. So that's oversee. Verse with O before it and E after it. Okay, good. Okay. Campground resident running through. So it is a tenter then. Someone who lives in a tent is a tenter. That is a terrible word. Okay. So is Shino a thing? Boo. I will let you have it. I will let you have it. It was Tenterafter. I know. Is Chino a thing? I'm just looking up tenter, to be honest. Chambers. A tenter is also a tenterhook and a frame for stretching cloth. But there we go. CHINOT. No, it's just chino. So the thesps, the T is stretched on thesps, and it's just chino. Now, why is it chino? One down. So Kai, the feet of woven is N and O. The feet of woven tuxedo, N-O. So Kai, N-O, and pants fabric is chino. There we go. Stretched S in column E. Oh, well spotted. And anything else? It'll become quite clear as soon as we will spell out top to bottom, left to right, as soon as we read this, what you have been doing while solving this puzzle, which hopefully will further prepare you for future endeavours. We've been cross-waning? I want cross-training. Cross-twaining. And to twain is to cross, isn't it? What was the name of this puzzle? Mixed doubles. So we have been in column. Twain is 2. That's true. It was a play on words. One that hasn't landed for me, unfortunately, there. So we have been, I mean, obviously cross-training. That's a fitness thing. But we've been cross-twaining because twain is 2. So we've been doing lots of mixed doubles and doubling. So I think that's what it was. Sorry, that did not land for me, that last bit. But that's what it was. And that will prepare us for our future endeavours. That is Mixed Doubles by Dave Shukan.